welcome to my Club of Cottontails. It is 9 o'clock on the dot. Thursday, April 15th, which was tax day until they bumped it. But it is Thursday, just after 9 p.m. And content is needed, so I don't usually make content during the week. I'm a random content creator, so I guess really there's no rhyme or reason to when I make content. But usually I make content when my daughter is at her dad's house. However, I am having a huge bout of unmindful thoughts. Today's been a mentally low day anyways. Mindfulness and medicine have been keeping me going, but um, yeah, let's get our medicine loaded. So luckily, past Amber had gotten some grinded up for us. So let's get it loaded just to get some medicine in us, even before I comment on the things I want to comment on because it's frustrating me. I actually did a Facebook post about it. Speaking of which, we should spread the moist content. I'm hoping that my voice will drown out the electric guitar and Rainbow will fall asleep to the melodicness of my voice because that's usually what will happen like when I do a chintzy meeting on Fridays or things like that. Like she literally, I find that she actually falls asleep faster like when I'm making content on that Friday, and I feel like it's because um, she hears me talking. So I'm hoping that my voice trailing through our cave outshadows the electric guitar coming through the ceiling. And on that note, let's get this motherfucker loaded, cause yeah. Oh man, so live right motherfucking now. Let's get the content spread. I'm hoping to actually get some people to come chill and chat with me and to not ask me about what's frustrating me, but to just chat and distract me. You know what, let's distract ourselves. At least it doesn't sound bad, it could be worse. The electric guitar coming through the ceiling could be a piece of crap. At least it doesn't sound bad. Like, they're playing music that doesn't sound bad. It's just like, it's 9 o'clock on a Thursday. Like, it's not the weekend. And like they are aware that I have a toddler, so it is what it is. I'm very thankful and appreciative for my cave and the home that I have. So um, I'm not the type of person to rock boats, but I'm especially not about to rock this one. I'm just, maybe I do have passive aggressive tendencies because I feel like making some content right now is kind of passive aggressive, but I feel like it'd be more passive aggressive if I had like put their name in the title and shit like that. I am annoyed, like, because they just started too. It was like 8:45, and then I heard the guitar, and I was like, what? No, this can't be true. I've got to be tripping. Nope. And then what made it worse is my daughter looked at me and was like covering her ears and was like, pointing and covering her ears, and I'm like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. You know, like I mean, I guess I could be like, "Hey, it's 9 o'clock at night. What are you doing?" But like nine, I guess, isn't like that crazy late. To be honest, if it's still happening in an hour, that's kind of why I came here because I want to be more mindful on the situation. You know what I mean? Because it is only 9. Like that is still early to some people. Like if it's 10 p.m. and I'm still hearing the electric guitar and my kid is still trying to fall asleep, then I probably will say something like, "Hey, dude, like 10 p.m. trying to sleep," but it's 9:04 p.m. right now, so we're just going to take this hour. We're going to get some medicine in us. I'm getting the moist content spread right now, so essentially whenever I make content, this live stream here on my YouTube, I like to share it on my Facebook page, which only exists because of the YouTube page. Like, I don't even really like Facebook, to be completely honest. It serves a purpose. So we're live right motherfucking now. Come say hello, Cottontails. Some content needed. I am. Cottontail is Moist, formerly Amber motherfucking Lewis. I am the Mooiisstt Maker. And it's been a mentally low day. Like when you have behavioral disorders like mine, like it can be up, down, all around. But today and yesterday have been mentally low days. And, it's not too bad considering like on mentally low days, I find that like I just find myself physically extra attractive. Like I always find my body so fucking sexy, but on days where I'm feeling mentally low, like I extra love my body, which is super interesting. You'd think it would be the opposite, but it's not. But also today was the first day that I kind of got to flirt with my recent crush that I had, and like. Of course, it got my anxiety going, but I was just honest about it. You know what I mean? I was honest about what was triggering me. I was honest that, my shyness was coming out, and, it went well. We were drooling from both lips. Ayo. Um, so yeah, all things considered, like today was a great motherfucking day, and I think that's what's so great is that I was feeling mentally low, but medicine kept me mindful to not let the low mentalness take over my day. Like I still managed to do my dishes, make my daughter and myself breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I actually did her nap earlier, like so I set a new nap schedule. Like today was a really productive day, and especially productive for being a mentally low day. But it definitely helped, like, that, I just extra feel myself on mentally low days. So every time I was looking at myself in the mirror, I was like, how you doing? But then also I got to flirt with someone who is mm, delicious. So, yeah, there's that. And, just like any connection that we have, we don't know where it's going to flourish to or whatnot. Like, but it does feel nice to have a crush. I haven't had a crush in a while, so it's nice to have a crush. I have no idea where it will go or whatnot, but I am just enjoying it as it comes. Oh man, I can feel all of this like energy, like it's horny energy, but it's also like um wow, this fly looks like he's motherfucking listening to me. It's tripping me out. I have like a shit ton of like horny energy, but I have a shit ton of like animosity energy that was pent up, and it's not like crazy. Like, oh man, all over the place. I feel like we needed some content because I just feel like I can feel myself feeling happier that I'm here in Club Cottontale. Rainbow has actually settled down, so I feel like it's that whole thing. Like as soon as she heard me say "hello, motherfuckers," like she was like, "Ah, mom's making content." Like now I'm gonna fall asleep to my Madre's voice, which I think is really sweet actually, because Rainbow, obviously, my daughter finds my voice methodical and soothing, but I've had other people tell me that my voice is rather soothing and enjoyable, so I kind of appreciate that. This fly is like has been buzzing around and is like just straight sitting on my table, like perched, like almost like he's listening. Oh shit, he turned. Okay, way to freak me out, fly. You wish you could be a little fly on the wall, a creepy little sneaky little fly on the wall. The conspiracy theorist in me is like, the fly is a person. They are listening to you. They are really a person that you know. I mean, really, it could be, because I do believe in reincarnation, and this fly could be a reincarnate of someone that I know who has passed along. You know what I mean? He's getting really friendly, though, which is super interesting. Although I don't like him landing on me. Go, 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 go. Whoa, okay, seriously? Like, what is up with this fly right now? Go. Go, bro. Go. I don't like when flies land on you because, I feel like it's a well-known fact, but maybe it's not. But when flies land on you, it's like they poop. So I don't like when flies land on me. Ugh, yes. It was good that we came to make the content. Thank you. Thank you, Cottontail, for listening to yourself. But yeah, so we're just gonna call our crush JK, which I know. Like when I was telling some of my friends, I was like, we're just gonna call them. I didn't even say he, even though it is a he. I was like, let's call them JK, and they were like, oh, JK to the JK, and I was like, no, like literally that's their initials. So we'll call them JK, but like I don't know where it's going. You know, you guys have seen me have a few crushes. You recently had heard me mention how I was hoping to have a crush. Like I wanted to have a crush just to help us to no longer think about the failed friends with benefits from January, you know, the fake ass pint-sized prince. We just wanted a new crush, even if it wasn't going anywhere. Like just someone that we thought was super cute that we could like fantasize about. You know what I mean? Like when you crush on someone, when you see someone that you find attractive, your brain or brains tend to start fantasizing about them. So that definitely happened with JK and oh man. So today, you know, today was the day. They've been super busy, and they actually that was one thing. At first, it was kind of a red flag that they weren't really responding in a timely manner, I guess would be the best way to put it. But they have apologized about that, and then they also were talking about, you know, that their job has had them crazy busy and things like that. So it'd be different if they had completely like ignored the fact that they hadn't been talking much, but they acknowledged it. So, you know, it's still a really fresh new connection, so we're just kind of reading it and seeing where it can go. But at this point, I had only really like, you know, because we've been chatting kind of off and on, but we hadn't exchanged like pictures. Like he follows me on my Snap, so obviously he's seen pictures of me, and we first met each other on a dating app where there was pictures, so like we know what each other looks like, but we hadn't like exchanged pictures, and I actually found that to be rather refreshing, which I hate to use that word because sometimes it bites you in the ass, but it really was refreshing that he asked before sending me a shirtless picture. I like that. I like that he asked first. You know what I mean? Like, even though it was very clear that we had like a flirty connection, like he still asked. So I thought that was cool. And whew, let me just say, mm. That's all I need to say is mm. Mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, good. Oh my gosh. You know, content was needed for a completely side thing, but like, content's gonna be enjoyed for all the reasons, but especially, talking about my crush. You know what I mean? Like, you guys already know. Like, I, I enjoy having a crush. Really? What is with this? Oh, I didn't copy the link. Oh, how interesting that usually I copy the link from YouTube to share it, but this time I didn't. So when I went to do a snap and I went to go share the meeting in it, it wasn't there, and I was like, why isn't it here? So let's just get this real quick. Ooh, also, I want to say thank you to the individuals who have left the VIP section of Club Cottontale. I always appreciate motherfuckers who, you know, listen to their soul and don't, you know, stay subscribed to something that they're not actually going to enjoy. Like, I want anyone who tunes into my meetings, I want them to enjoy it. And anyone who actually joins VIP Club Cottontale, I want them to be in that because they want to, you know, not because they feel like they need to or some shit. Alright, send that off into Snapchatty land. Perfect. Content has been sufficiently spread. But no, legit, like, I had been thinking about this crush inside my head for, like, the last few days. So, well, actually, I talked about it briefly in Club Cottontail that there was a couple people who I'd interacted with on the apps as I was getting ready to delete them, and I had mentioned how one of them on Woo Plus I had left my snap, and I really hoped that they would add me and whatnot, and they did just that. And that made me super happy, you know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, I've been playing it kind of like devil's advocate. No, maybe that's not a good word for it. Like, cautiously, just so, not to get my hopes up too much because, initially when I saw them, I'm like, ooh, how you doing? Like, they sparked that interest in me. So, already I have more interest. So if the interest goes away, it's going to be more hurtful. But, you know, the thing about romance is that it's the most intense thing that you'll experience. And I'm a firm believer that I'd rather experience and lose it than never experience it at all. So I'm just glad to have a current crush, and it is kind of like surreal and deliciously moist that like I had been thinking and like masturbating to this person, and then they added me on Snapchat, and then they're thinking and feeling the same way. Like it's mutual attraction, mutual flirting, like. Oh man, they're fucking sexy, like, and I usually like, I want to say that I usually go for people taller than me, but I think back to some of my crushes throughout history of my like dating history and just like me having crushes in general, and pretty much majority of the people I've had crushes on have been shorter than me. There's been a few that were taller than me, but the ones that were like really intense crushes, like I had this one on this guy named Kellen, still do, he's just so fucking handsome, but he's like 5 foot, like he's short, you know what I mean? So like, JK is 5'6", which is only 2 inches shorter than me, but, like, I don't know. I just, it's something about it. And it comes down to, it doesn't even matter about the height. Like, when you see someone that just sparks that interest within you, like, sometimes it doesn't care, your brains, like, they don't care if the person is not your type, per se. But really, like, if he was tall, he would be literally my type. Like, to the T. Fuck, he is delicious. And I don't know if it will be something that will be more than just, like, sexting, flirting, like, and really it's not even sexting. Like, it really is just flirting. Like, I don't know, it feels organic and it feels good. Like, I even told him, but I'm glad that he added me to Snap. Like, I feel good vibes. I was like, busy vibes. I definitely get busy vibes, but good vibes. Um, so I'm just gonna slow and steady see how it goes, and yeah, cheers to anyone that's incognitally with me. We always know that there's always those Cottontales that see me go live and are like, oh, I don't really feel like chatting, but I do want to just chill with her. So thank you to those individuals popping in and relaxing with me, and those motherfuckers who are gonna watch this later on as posted content because you can't be here when we're live. This isn't gonna be a long meeting. It will end before 10. Do I plan to play some Fortnite? Fuck yes. That's why I got my brace on. Also, we got some new preset for Bush Ranger, and I am fucking here for it. This is most definitely beat out the rainbow one as my favorite preset for Bush Ranger. Like, Birchie has never looked so good. So he now has fucking 5 presets. Okay, so usually we like to rock this one, the very, like, springtime, you know? But they recently added this one, which is the Dream Ranger, and I am just like, he's got glitter on his motherfucking face. He is purple and green with specks of blue, and like some of the purple's very light, so it almost looks pink. So we got all 4 of my favorite colors. Like, it's just so good. It's just so good. Oh man, I just, I love it so much. Love it so much. Oh man, it's just so good. It's got glitter on it. Oh man, I legit kind of like minorly, majorly freaked the fuck out when we got that extra preset for Birchie. I was just like, it was just like the most epic thing ever. Okay, these are kind of cool. The Gleam team. I don't like this more than my Prisma, though. I mean, this is pretty cool, don't get me wrong, and I do kind of like the back bling like a whole lot, but I like my Prisma better. Huh, that's funny. This is the only thing, oh, and these. I don't have the honey hitters either. Brie Larson's locker. I think that's pretty dope that they added that. So, see, it hasn't came to the store. So, I saw this thing saying that we were gonna get a fish sticks, princess fish sticks, and I haven't seen it. Okay, that's cute. Um, I'm honestly hoping like either it was like a fake thing and it's not really coming, or like it comes when I have the money to be able to buy it. Like that would be preferred. Cheers from Oregon, you guys. Cottontale is moist. Appreciates you being here, and I especially appreciate my 990 plus VIP Club Cottontailers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and showing not just me but YouTube's that you are moist as fuck. You live your life for you 100%, and you strive to always be you no matter what. And you appreciate another moist motherfucker in the universe, flowing, going, and doing what we can. So cheers. There's nothing like some medicine and contentery in the Club of Cottontails. Makes me excited for Saturday. Like, I feel like Saturday I'm either going to dive down deep into like Cyberpunk or maybe some Red Dead, because I think it's time that we finish the story mode and actually have Arthur Morgan. I don't want to kill Arthur Morgan, but like in the story mode he dies. But I don't know. I also kind of want to finish building and working on the rainbow box. But either way, I'm just looking forward to Saturday. Like literally, I have no plans for this weekend, and I have no plans to make plans unless like if JK wanted to make plans to like meet, I'd probably do that. But that would be it. I'm not trying to like hang out with people. Like, and if him and I were to hang out, it would legit, I would probably be trying to see if our connection could be more than just flirty romantic, you know what I mean? So hate it when it does that. Like, I go to check one thing and it closes out like a bunch of things. Technology is one of those things like you think that you have it figured out and then you just don't. Okay, wonderful. See, I'm so glad that I came here to make some content instead of being super unmindful. Like, mindfulness really is the key to life. You know, a lot of people don't really know what mindfulness is, and they feel like people just throw it out there. But what mindfulness is being in the moment and being aware that you might be being triggered by something, that something might be making you feel a certain way, in whatever way that could be. It could be happiness or joy. It's not always like sad feelings or angering feelings or things like that, but just being mindful in the moment to not have an overreaction to things, to take the time to look at something before saying and thinking and feeling exactly everything that's inside your brain, because a lot of the time we don't, how to word this, we do think it and believe it, but we don't fully embrace everything that we think and feel. So sometimes it's best to not verbalize everything that you think and feel. That's like the best way that I can explain it. And I'm just really thankful that I utilized that mindfulness. You know, I came here, got some medicine in me. I didn't indulge into that anger that was trying to pop in, and definitely thinking about like my crush. Although, my crush gives me anxieties on so many levels, especially recently learning that whenever romance kind of pops into my life in whatever way, yeah, small tier, high tier, in whatever way romance comes in way. So right now, I have a crush, uh, with having a crush that, I could see myself like, I fantasize about kissing them and stuff like that. So it's got romantic connotations to it. My brains just instantly go to like trying to sabotage me a little bit, overreacting, um, being like super worrisome, like, oh, like, why haven't they responded, or like you overshared, or yada yada yada, just all these like intrusive racing thoughts. And I've just been very mindful uh, to not let those get to me, and to also just, that's why I'm always saying how thankful I am for any connection, because a big part of accepting like ghostings and things like that is being appreciative that the fact that you have a consistent flow of connections coming into your life means that true connections are out there. You just have to weed through all of the other, and that's what life is. It's weeding through the shit. And I'm always saying that we have a life's rainbow, and shit is constantly being thrown at our rainbow, and we have to keep it clean. That's our duties, to keep our own rainbows clean. So most of the time, you're mindful and well working, and you have like windshield wipers just constantly flinging shit off, so your rainbow stays clean. Well, sometimes the windshield wipers get slower, they stop altogether, because you're just having like a mentally low day, or, what haves it. And, I don't know, I just been utilizing my mindfulness a lot, and especially with like romance, I just don't want to ever push anything. Like, I want everything to flow organically, and I also constantly remind myself that anything that's meant to be will be, and everything happens for a reason, and that I can never overshare with someone who's truly interested in getting to know me. They actually want me to overshare, because that's how they can truly get to know you. This particular person has actually said that they like my honesty. That's, they like that quality, and I like that quality in myself too, because I just try to be me. You know what I mean? Like, they've told me on a couple occasions that my Snap story was really cute, and that made me like extra blush, because my Snapchat is my preferred social media. So like when I vent, I go there to vent, and that particular day, I had had a few venti sort of snaps, and him, is very, like, he's fucking sexy. So having this, like, very sexy being tell me that, like, my venti snaps were cute, I was like, oh, okay, I see you, mister. Like, how you doing? And then, oh, okay, I have to go to the actual snap. Because I have to read it word batum by batum because it was just, like, the sexiest thing to say, like, without, like, innately being sexy. Hold on. Da-da-da-da. I saved it in chap, what the hell? In chat. Oh goodness, this is so fucking sexy. I relinquish control, but I am by no means a beta. Ooh. I just like I found that so sexy because A, I feel that way about myself. Like I totally relinquish control, but I'm not a beta. Like I'm a dominant. You know what I mean? And I always will be. Um, so like I don't know. I just found that super sexy, but I also found it extra sexy because like they are a little bit shorter than me, and then like I am sexually physically attracted to them, so like that added to it. So I was just like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, I don't see. So yeah, it's like I don't know where the connection is going, but I'm gladly gonna continue to use it for my daydreams and night dreams. Like that's one thing. Well, actually, you know, have fallen asleep. Like I call it night. It's so weird to say night dreaming, but I mean it's like daydream, but at night. You know what I mean? Whereas like dreaming is just you dreaming when you're sleeping. You say daydreaming to say that you're awake and you're dreaming. You know, and I feel like when you do that at night, it's nighttime daydreaming, so I call it night dreaming. But anyways, so I was night dreaming about them, but then when I fell asleep, I didn't dream about them. I totally like recently I have dreamt about a few different people, some most taller than me, one shorter than me, but they all are faceless. Like, and it's really weird because I don't usually have faceless dreams, but they're always someone like cuddling me. Like, and then like I can see like their arms, like, and it's not like distinctively, like I can't make out any like hairs or tattoos or stuff like that. Like it's just like, I can make out that it's like a long, fit arm, so it's like, a tall type person. But like when I go to like I'm, snuggling in, and like I almost think I can smell them, and then like I go to turn and they don't have a face, but then I like always wake up right after that because like I think even Dream Amber's like, no, 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 the thought of this like faceless person is way too terrifying. We don't want to ruin like all of these dream snuggles that we've had that are so delicious, just to like be terrified by the faceless entity. Because like recently, I actually did look, and it was like because the dream had so many like really affectionate vibes in it. When I looked at their face, I wasn't as scared as I would have been if like the dream had scary vibes, you know what I mean? Like you can tell when it's like a scary dream or an intense dream. This had like very romantic vibes. Like I was just like swooning. So when I looked at the fleshy nothingness of their face, I was just like, whoa. And then I did wake up like right afterwards, but it's like I can very clearly see it. It was just like it was very hard to explain. Like it was a fleshy blur. You know what I mean? Like very panic inducing. So it makes me glad that like when I think about the dream, I still smile because like it did. It just had like I do my best not to think about the blurry weird face, but like I just think about the feelings and what it made me feel like, and that's love, And I have so much of it to give, and I just can't wait for when my prince eventually finds me. Like, I'll either see them or they'll see me. Either way, like, whoever's castle gets found first, um, I know that my prince is going to be waiting with love for the ages. And, I'm very hopeful that I'll find a prince who can do one of two things. But either way, be open minded. But I would prefer to find, a monogamous prince that just has so much fucking love that they have a poly mindset, because they've always had too much love to give. Like, like they've had spouses that have just been like, whoa, you're being too much, you know, and it also feels like their spouse couldn't give them enough love, you know what I mean? So then we'd be each other's main source of affections, but when the moment arises, we'd be able to flourish another connection that came about, if need be. Like, I've had, you know, times where one, I wasn't looking at it, but I've had some times where I'm not, like when your romantic bucket is being filled, I don't need it to be fulfilled elsewhere. Uh, but very rarely have I found people that can handle everything that I give. The hopes is that I would. And then, you know, the B side of that is that I find someone who is open to letting me make that connection just like I would be for them. That's one thing is I still don't know about the physicality of it. You know, a lot of people ask me about that, and I've never really been even in a situation where I had a, you know, a spouse and then met someone that sparked those feelings and I continued to make a connection. But I just don't have the desire to be intimate with more than one person, so that's how I know that if the time did arise, I don't think I would want to more than emotionally date someone else. I'd want to have one partner who I emotionally, physically, everything date, and then you know, the other connections, if they happen to come about, they would be an emotional connection. But see, I also have never been in that situation, so I don't know, like, could it go that way? Um, I always just have considered myself monogamous with a poly mindset. You know, I don't think that I am fully polyamorous in the aspect that I would want to be in like a throuple or anything like that. I just, the thought of watching someone that I really like, for example, here's a great example, my new crush. Now, even though we're both single, so like I use that mindfulness to not overshadow this feeling I'm about to talk about. Like we're single, you know what I mean? So it doesn't affect me as much. Um, but I don't want him like kissing up on, like I wouldn't want to watch him kissing up on someone else. You know what I mean? Like it'd be a little bit different right now. Like right now because we're single, it's I'm using that mindfulness to not let it care, but I'm crushing on this person more than just like I wouldn't want to share them. Even if it was just a friends with benefits, I'd want to be the only benefits that he's getting type of thing. Like so that's another way that I know that I wouldn't want to be that I'm more monogamous type of thing. Because usually, someone who is polyamorous, when they're in the dating scene, you know, they are dating multiple people usually. Like, you might make a strong connection and flourish that connection, but, and I mean, each person is different. Like, it really is, like, from case to case, person to person type of thing. I don't know. I just go with the flow. But I'm definitely looking forward to the Mooiisstt streams that may come after this meeting. I want to run at least one match. Which I just realized that I'm level 45. That's awesome. Considering I think this season goes to like June 8th, and it's currently the 15th of April. So you still have a full month. You have all of May to tear up. It's always because like since I'm in the basement, it's like I live in an apartment. You know what I mean? And there's people up above. It's just always weird, constantly like when I hear sounds, I'm like, what was that? And then like I have to remember, oh yeah, could have been the dog or you know something upstairs. Aw, yeah, this is like literally my favorite preset. Just flapper it out. Oh, I wanted to do My little warthog. La, la. Yeah, we'll go to Cottontale's cabana. And then after this match, I'm probably going to end the meeting. Like I guys mentioned at the beginning of it, I just needed some of that extra mindfulness, that moisture that comes with a Club Cottontale meeting. Very much enjoyed, let me tell you what. And very much needed. So I'm thankful. Thankful, thankful, thankful. Hello, my ragtime girl. You set my heart afire. There's something on my glasses. It's like a smudge or something. It is annoying me. Oh, damn. That boobie's not there. Neither is that one. Okay, I think I can hear the one that's down in the garage. Yeah. What a chip. Okay, at least that one's there. They're not too far from the circle. Far enough, but not. Oof. Okay, okay. Vehicle mod off-road tires? Okay. So that would be how I've seen like these monster trucks on the road. It is an off-road vehicle modification. How interesting. What the fucking recycler? The hell is this, Fortnite? Like, what in the actual fuck? Hold vacuum? I I don't know what to say about that. I guess we'll have to see it in action. Okay, so they added off-road tires that make you a monster truck. And then they added this thing called the recycler, which throws, like, balled up pieces of material at people, I'm assuming. I you know, Fortnite does live up to the craziness. Okay, hold on. How do I... Okay. Okay. What? This is like redonkulous. Look at the... Donkalonkalis. This wasn't here. This is all new. Ah, damn, that moment when I wish I would have... Damn. Because I could have put the tires on the that. Ah, man, that would have been... That would have been savage. Oh, I can hear a booby. Okay, so they added this, like, garage here at this, gas station. Hey! This, monster truck tires are pretty fucking dope. I have 3. Need one more mechanical piece and then I can, upgrade that rifle I just got. Ooh, okay, these tires. Ooh, okay. This is like fucking fun. Oh no, I need gas. Damn, this thing could just like drive through everything. Oh, I need gas. Oh shit. Oh, okay. We just gotta hope. Ooh. Okay. Oh, just keep going for it, Amber. It's right there. Okay, so they added these garages to all of the gas stations, maybe? Thought I heard someone. Maybe not. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit! Damn it. I was right that I heard someone. Well, thank you to anyone that's been incognitally joining me, or especially joining me later on, when this becomes posted content. I hope you are having a phenomenal week. It has been a pretty great week. Today and yesterday have been kind of more mentally lower days, but it's still been a phenomenal week. Last week was really good, and this past weekend was really good. This weekend, this upcoming weekend, I already know is about to be good. So, thank you again to me, Amber, this Cottontale before you for coming and making a little content, a little hour diddly before retiring to bed myself. I might listen to some of my podcasts that I've been listening to. I might not. I don't know. Either way, I'm thankful that I came and made some content because it kept me mindful and helped me to get some thoughts out. So, until next time, which only the universe truly knows when that will be, always be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye.